Guys, you're welcome to another beautiful day. This is Say It As It Is with if you're new to this channel, I want to welcome you to this channel where I read the trending news, the breaking news, blog post stories. Sometimes I also get to read some of the comments that have been left on this blog post. So today I'm reading from pulse.ng and it has the caption: Nigerian officials rank 5th for most property money laundering in the United States. So this is not a surprise news coming to every one of us. This is not news. I mean, this is something that you and I are aware of. We know that our politicians, when they launder money, the first thing they have at the back of their mind is to go, buy properties in these foreign countries. And we're talking about properties that worth millions of dollars. So it's no news that this is what they do with us, but it's so unfortunate. It's rather devastating and disgusting to know that instead of you contributing to the social economic status of your country, you would rather take that money into another developed country to go and boost the economy there. It's annoying, it's frustrating, and to think that these are people that have been given the helms of affairs to manage the economy and make it something for you and I, make it something for even the generations to come in the future. But what they'd rather do is that they take this money and go and invest it some other place and make it worthwhile. It's rather unfortunate. But what we're gonna do right now is that I'm gonna read down the story and see what the Pulse NG has for us. So if you're ready, I'm ready. The case of former Nigerian Minister of Petroleum Resources and her business associates Kolawole Akani-Aluko and Olajide Omokore acquiring assets in Manhattan, California and London through profits gained from selling Nigerian crude oil to third-party oil trading companies is an example of Nigerians buying the most properties in the United States to launder your money. According to a new report titled Acres of Money Laundering: Why American Real Estate Companies Are the Dream of the Kleptocracy, prepared by the think tank Global Finance Integrity, Nigeria ranks 5th among countries with the most politically exposed persons involved in real estate money laundering schemes in the US. Mexico leads the world political class that thus hides its illicit profits, along with Venezuela, Guatemala, and Malaysia. According to the report, the analysis of 125 cases by Global Finance Integrity, which includes Nigerian government officials, estimates that between 2015 and 2020, at least $2.3 trillion was laundered in the United States real estate sector, including millions more through other alternate assets like art, jewelry, and yachts. Case number 24 in the report details the case of Alison Desiani Madueke, the former Nigerian Minister of Petroleum Resources, and her business associates Kolawole Akani-Aluko and Olajide Omokore acquiring vast quantities of Nigerian crude oil that were sold to third-party oil trading companies. According to the report, through this scheme, Madueke and her co-conspirators acquired over $1.5 billion in profits that were then laundered into real estate, yachts, aircraft, and jewelry. In a 2017 forfeiture complaint, the Department of Justice sought the forfeiture of $144 million in assets, including 2 condos in Manhattan, in London, and an estimated $80 million luxury yacht acquired by Aluko in 2012. These numbers did not include the 80 properties Madueke had also acquired in Nigeria. Funny, right? Annoying. Why do criminals choose real estate as their preferred money laundering vehicle? The report gave 5 reasons why criminals choose real estate as their preferred money laundering vehicle, stating that the value of real estate is generally stable and it appreciates over time. This also allows criminals to accumulate wealth while erasing its nefarious origins. The second reason is that real estate transactions, both commercial and residential, are subject to limited oversight. This makes it easy to hide ownership of these assets while at the same time being able to flaunt in plain sight the evidence of ill-gotten wealth. And the third is that real estate can be used to turn an initially illicit investment into a legitimate income generating enterprise through rentals or property development. 4. Increased scrutiny over the ownership and use of bank accounts has meant that criminals have to find new ways to hide their money. The fifth is by safeguarding wealth in assets where ownership interests are hard to trace, criminals can protect their wealth from asset recovery efforts in their home jurisdiction, whether from legitimate authorities or the next usurper to grab power. The report concluded that the U.S. government needs to adopt a more robust approach in addressing the issues, including requiring real estate agents to identify the beneficial owner of a residential real estate purchase and making legal professionals the lead reporting entity for identifying money laundering risk in commercial real estate transactions. So guys, you've heard it all. This is what your politicians, our politicians, do with our money after laundering it. They go and acquire, state of the art properties in foreign countries, and you can see the reasons why they do this. This is wealth over wealth, or should I say wealth after wealth after wealth. I mean, it's an infinity. And there's a case of Alison Madueke. See what she has done with the money, and it's so, when you think about it, it's so painful because she has made the country bleed. But of course, what do you expect? Alison is just one out of the many politicians that we get to hear about or we know about. Imagine this amount of money that they take to other countries. If only we had a government that was intentional about making the society conducive, making the society just exactly as it is in the outside or the foreign countries, probably these people would not be so greedy. And I'm using the word greedy. They would not be greedy to think of just themselves and their immediate families. This is a national cake. Yes, it is a cake, a national cake that should be, evenly distributed around the country. When I say evenly distributed around the country, I'm not saying that they should go and go house to house and give each family member. This is money that can be put in all sectors of the economy, so that at the end of the day, what we have, we are proud of it. What we have, we are happy because we are seeing the dividends of the works. You get it? But unfortunately, the country Nigeria is what it is today because of the mentality of the people at the governing level, at the people who have been given the responsibility to turn it around. They only think for their stomach infrastructure. They only think for what they can get and what their families can get. And that is why when they launder these monies, they take it outside and go and invest in all those other countries. And we have the case of Abacha. Till date, we are still getting returns of the money that Abacha looted. But then the question you ask is, all these monies that have been looted, can you see one tangible thing that it's done in the country? I leave it for you guys. And of course, if you did like today's video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, don't forget that this is Say It As It Is with O. I'll be back with another beautiful, breaking news and trending blog post stories for you. Till I come your way, it's